Okay, right. So let's continue. Okay, our discussion today will revolve around string manipulation, mostly very important thing as well. Okay, so one by one, most of the topics have been discussed and will be discussed. You coming week better. What I would like to do is कि lab में एक बार ना you sit down and you practice Python with me. So you'll come in the lab and you'll type and then you'll practice. I'll give you sheets and practice. Now it's really important, frankly speaking, because as long as you don't practice, और मैं चाह रहा हूँ आप मेरे साथ practice करो, तब तक आपको कोड याद नहीं रहेगा. Okay, I keep on teaching, I keep on teaching. मैं आपसे practice नहीं कराऊंगा तो उसका फायदा नहीं है, ठीक है? Anyway, so the first thing we do is let's talk about string manipulation. Like um, I defined over here today, and if I simply write over here is just 3, this is obviously going to print to me A because it's 0, 1, 2, 3. A is basically in my third index number. So मैंने कल भी repeat किया था एक बात को कि exactly the way we deal with arrays, the same way your strings are treated in Python as well. So that's how you can reach to a particular character. Okay. If you want to, let's say, if I type over here is 1, obviously I will be getting is O because 0 is at the first location and T is at the 0 location. Now the interesting part over here is that if I type -1, what will happen is I get Y. Why do I get Y? Because when I type -1, it goes back as a cycle and will give me Y. Okay, so it will extract from the right hand side in case of -1. And obviously, if I write -2, in that particular case, I will get is A, but this A is this A, right? So I will share these notes with you. मैंने कहा ट्यूजडे को आप आओगे तो सब कुछ मेरे साथ practice आप करोगे. I'll give you extensive notes of all this. And let's say if I type over here, let's say is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 3 colon 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 4. I get DA. Why I get DA? Because I'm extracting from 0, 1, 2 till the 4th index number. Okay, so that's how basically you can go around and work with it. Directly अगर 4 लिखोगे तो obviously जिसे हमने पहले किया था you will be extracting till the 4th. So these are the different situations that you should remember them. You can make your notes afterwards. The recording lecture as well, make your notes, have a full understanding of this. अब basics ही बहुत important है, I'm telling you, बता रहा हूँ. अगर basic आपको आते होंगे, जितना भी complex situation आएगी, you will be able to handle it very easily. It's not a big deal. Okay. Frankly, मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं आपको इतना करा दूँ कि P4 तक का हमें BI मतलब हमारा P4 का भी time waste ना हो. But obviously, आपकी application when the school opens up will go, and obviously we are taking an exemption in P4. अब तो CI ने वैसे आराम से क्या भी दिया उसको. Well, let's discuss something further. For example, if I have A is equals to, I can write over here is now the problem over here is that if I put a double quote over here, okay, and I write over here, let's see, for example, what will. Now, how do I treat it as a sentence? I mean, now because if I go ahead and if I write over here is print A, let's see what will happen in this particular case. Well, it gives me an error because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to print is let us see and what will happen comes in separate double quotes. Okay, so I'm trying to emphasize on something. Well, the point is that how do we escape characters? I would say the way you can escape characters is if you put this slash, if you put this backslash, and if you put a backslash, let's say over here as well. I'll put another one over here. Okay, and okay, and I can put now a dot over here as well. So let's see what happens now. So this way you can see, let us see what will happen. I've been able to ignore. Now what happened with this backslash is that this double quotation has been ignored. And with the help of this backslash, this double quotation has been ignored. And due to this, this is appearing. This is again important. You should know how to times escape a character, and that's the way we can escape character. Right. If you have a question, you can raise your hand, you can ask me. Next, let's discuss is how can we let's just give an example of another thing. Let me just get rid of this. What do I have? I don't have W. Do I have W? Why I have W? Sorry. I don't have a Z. Yeah, given false. Now, what is this? What is this? At times, probably you may want to find out that do you have a particular character within a string, and in that case, it will tell you that print you in a. It will tell you true and false. Okay. This could be the case, like for example, you want to find that do you have at the rate of sign in the email address or something like that. So just as per discussion, this is the way we can do it. So okay, U in A and Z. So you can find a particular character which is present in either of them. Right. Are you following me? Any problem? Let's discuss more. Let's have over here is you can just type any word, for example. I use is B is equals to A. Now, obviously, what happens is if I use this, it will capitalize the very first one over here. Okay, so that's how you can capitalize. So if you have any sentence, it will capitalize the very first word. Okay, as a part of string manipulation. Obviously, you have lower and upper just like the way we did in Java as well. So instead of capitalized, you can even type over here is lower. And if I type lower, obviously I get all the entire thing in lowercase. If it was all in uppercase, it would have changed into lowercase. And vice versa, I could even do is I can use upper. And obviously, if I do that, everything changes into uppercase, as you can see over here. Okay. Right. And then we can do is we can also count, for example, and yeah, for example, I could say is over here a dot count, and here I can define is So it tells me 1. And let's say if I have over here another word, for example, hello world and welcome to my world. It says 2. So again, this is again quite important, that you can find out, you can count how many times a particular word is appearing in a sentence. Okay, but we should be aware of all these methods that we have within string manipulation, within array manipulation, or all of them. Okay, इनमें से ही question बन के आता है, right? Okay, so teacher is again having internet problem. Okay. Now, if you want to find out where a particular is appearing, for example, I could use the find. Let's talk about find. If I want to say find word, what do I get? It says 6. Okay. Why is it saying 6? Because it tells me the 6th location. ये आपको याद होगा, मैंने जावा में भी आपसे डिस्कस किया हुआ है ये वाला. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the word word is beginning from the 6th index number of the entire string. So it tells me the starting location of it actually, right? Okay. Let's discuss join as well. मगर वो let me discuss something else first. Let's have over here is replace join replace with oh. At this point, again, very interesting string manipulation method, very, very important. Replace. You can replace any particular word within a string with any user defined, right? There's also another one, split. We can also use split over here. And how does the split work? Well, for that I can do is I can simply use the split. Split. Again, sorry. Yes, Isa. Why do you want the phone? Okay, so if I use split, you can see it has basically converted my entire string into an array which has comma separated value. Very interesting. And the comma was also splitted as a comma separate value as well, right? So that's how split can be used to do this. Okay, once we do activities, you will have an idea of why are we discussing this. Are you with me, all of you? Hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, right. We can also find out, let's say, we have discussed upper, lower, and all. I was just remembering there is also it's there. In this case, yeah. Although we should know it, could be a case, but yes. So whatever the case is, it will swipe the case. I mean, obviously, you can come to lower and upper, but this will automatically swap the case. If it's lower, it will make it upper. If it's upper, it's lower. It's just an alternate franking that we should be knowing about it. Okay, let's talk about more about string manipulation. For example, I just have hello world. And what if I want to just iterate through the loop? Although I've discussed this before, and I will discuss it again once more. Okay. Hello world. Sorry, what did I do? Hello world. It is right. A is equals to right, and for C in right. I've done this. In fact, I remember this thing was not working yesterday as well. I could not hear what you're saying, but I will try. Yes. Is this what you were saying? I could not hear what you're saying. So what's happening over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. So it's very interesting what's happening over here. Have a look. That I've defined over here variable a is equals to hello world. And what? Yeah, yes. Yes, sir means you know what's happening, or yes, sir, I don't know. Okay. So it's obviously the number of characters that I have in the string for C in A is printing hello world the same number of times. Okay, that's the word. We did not discuss length. I just thought of string manipulation. Length is also important. I think this was Noor trying to say something. Noor doesn't like online class at all. I'm pretty sure of that. All of you will be coming to school, right? You not go for hybrid classes, will you? Or anyone does?
Sir, maybe on Fridays.
अच्छा ठीक है मगर फ्राइडेज को जब भी हो आपने क्लास में आना जरूर है ऑनलाइन जब भी होगी ठीक है स्किप नहीं करनी
Okay, sir.
ठीक है चाहे तो हाइब्रिड में भी रहो मगर बी देयर विद मी सो व्हाट वी डू मिस नहीं करनी बेटा हमारे जो 3 papers हम for repeating for only 3 please we have to have perfection in these 3 okay not less than an A grade in any of the paper फिर जाके हमारी बात बनेगी okay. So if I say print length and if I say obviously is let's see what happens print length hold on. So obviously, it prints the number of characters that I have in this particular string. That's how you can print the length, right? Well, when you could have even used this in arrays. For example, मैं colors या लिखता हूँ, okay? And if I want to print the length of so the 3 elements in my array, so it's also printing that. So even if you have a string, you can find the number of characters that you have, and if you have an array, you can print the number of elements that you have in that particular array, right? And obviously, ये तो आपको पता ही होगा for कि if I have this concatenation वाला जो अगला part है colors में कर लेता हूँ और मैं करता हूँ let's say b is equals to space चलिए हाँ ये भी काम करेगा. COL plus P. So you can even concatenate strings just exactly the way you were doing Java. तो आपको आइडिया होगा कि जावा और ये कितने मिलते हैं. VB is quite a bit different from this. This is why हम जब जावा कर रहे थे, I prefer doing both of these together. बच्चों को बहुत आसानी रहती है. दोनों मॉड्यूल साथ साथ हो जाते हैं. Most of your functions they do overlap in both modules. Right. Let's discuss more. Is क्या रह गया हमारा string manipulation में, for example. Okay. Let me just try this. Let me try the colors. Then let me replace over here is E yellow. Okay, so you can even replace a particular this with this example as well. इसके मैंने पहले भी example दी थी मगर that was a bit different. So you can even do this. You can even use to replace. Find भी कर लिया हमने, replace भी कर लिया हमने, बाकी भी हो गए हैं. What else? Print lists. We have discussed lists before in the previous lecture, है ना? List हम discuss कर चुके हैं, है ना? मगर arrays हमने discuss नहीं की. Okay? We haven't discussed arrays, I think so, है ना? Let me discuss. Maybe आपको ना याद आ रहा हो. For example, if I have over here colors, I'll give you an example. I have multiple colors over here. Let me discuss with you. We can either concatenate as well, extend भी use कर सकते हैं हम. Depends. अगर मैं confuse नहीं करूँ तो बेहतर है, फिर आप confuse जाओगे. Well, we can simply do is I could write over here is let's insert over here is this is not like that. It's there. No, it should be inserted. Colors indentation नहीं की मैंने. Instead of using concatenate, I want to use the insert. Sorry, spelling. See, it should work. Okay. So if I write over here 0, it will obviously insert it in the first location. And if I enter over here is 3, it will obviously insert it in the last location. So concatenate is a different thing. You can obviously concatenate two different strings together, but that वो part different है. अगर आप मुझे किसी भी array के अंदर at any particular index number 4 पे you want to go and insert something, not replace, you can use the insert option. Okay, obviously it will be much more better if you make your notes then you will remember what has to be done. इसी insert की इस भी होता है. Then we also have this pop thing. Okay, for example, I could pop is let's try to pop out. Yeah, I know. Initially, there will be some syntax that you might be saying, सर मुझे समय सारा कैसा याद रहेगा, मगर इससे लिए तो मैं Java और Python साथ कर रहा हूँ कि syntax काफी मिलता है. If I would have gone for some other like VB, उसमें ऐसा ज्यादा मुश्किल रहता. अच्छा, so I am trying to do is मैंने colors define किए, and I can simply do is dot one try कर देते हैं. Error तो नहीं आना चाहिए. Colors, print colors कर दे. Yeah. So it will pop out the values from here. Okay, pop 1. We just take it out. So if I write over here 0, red and blue. So when you pop out, you will take that out. You don't want it. That's also interesting. So like the way we used insert, to insert, we could also pop, take it out. Okay. So as far as your arrays are concerned, you have discussed two more things, is pop and replace as well. Right? Are you with me? Any problem? इसका एक और भी होता है. ऐसे तो remove भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं, मगर remove is a bit different. If I use remove, I could say is remove from, but in case of remove, I have to define. Let's say I remove red. So it will remove red. And if I say remove blue, so it's an alternate, you can also use remove as well. Okay, so blue को वो remove कर देगा. Right? और इसके अलावा क्या होता है, remove है तो या reverse भी होता है. We have reverse. Okay, but obviously reverse is not, it has no parameter value within it, so it will just have it in reverse order. Okay, just 1 second. Reverse dot sort. No, reverse dot sort इस तरह काम नहीं करेगा. No. So reverse भी है इधर. ठीक है. Right? Okay. Right. Any confusion till now, बेटा, जो हम डिस्कस किया हमने? और वैसे तो, are you with me, all of you? Yeah, I'm just talking to myself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay. Colors I could even do is, let's say I want to find the index. Don't worry, हमारा बहुत ज़्यादा Python रह गया. इसके बाद we have to practice a lot. So there's not much left. P4 में Python, yes, था. Okay, obviously, उसमें we have to do it more extensive. So if I want to find another way to find the index is this. But that's the same thing, not much different, frankly speaking. वो एक ही बात हो जाएगी. अच्छा, हमारा क्या रह गया? लूप्स भी हमने डिस्कस कर लिए थे, वो भी कर लिए, फॉर लूप भी कर लिए, वाइल लूप भी कर लिए हमने, कंटिन्यू ब्रेक भी डिस्कस कर लिए. We have to come to activities now probably. अब हम बुक से एक्टिविटीज करेंगे. I'll give you my activities जो हमें करना है. राइट? तो यहाँ तक जो भी किया इसको प्रैक्टिस करो, because obviously I can start with further activities even today. That's not the problem. मगर बेहतर ये हुआ कि ये topic by topic you should know everything जो कुछ हमने कर लिया. We can now start coming to more intermediate activities. जब वो लोग आप वो activities में साथ कर लोगे तो past papers का इंस्टॉल कोड लिखना मुश्किल नहीं होगा. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you, just have to sit down like 3 to 4 times and do my activities. और जब past paper का P2 में जो question आता है, writing down the code, it will not be a problem at all with you. मगर effort करनी पड़ेगी. Don't think it's just piece of cake, आराम से हो जाता है. No. आपको P1 के theory topics अच्छे आते हैं, आपको P3 theory topics no problem. So this is the only thing probably you have a problem with. Anyway. Yes. Anything you want to say? Comment.
सर हम इसमें प्रिंट को इंडेंट क्यों नहीं
क्या बेटा? मैं आवाज नहीं, अब क्या थी इसमें? क्या
सर हम इसमें प्रिंट को इंडेंट क्यों नहीं करते?
बेटा, प्रिंट को देखो, बात सुनो। इंडेंट हम ज्यादातर करेंगे जब हम इफ स्टेटमेंट्स यूज करते हैं, लूप्स यूज करते हैं, तब इंडेंटेशन की ज्यादा जरूरत पड़ती है। इस नॉर्मल केस में इंडेंटेशन की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती। इट वर्क्स। ओके, मैं बल्कि आई शेयर लिस्ट विद यू कि इंडेंटेशन की कहाँ जरूरत होती है, सो यू कैन रिमेंबर किन किन जगहों पे। नॉट एवरीवेयर, राइट? ओके बेटा, दैट्स ऑल।
यस सर।
That's all. Inshallah, अब Tuesday से we practice in the lab and we'll start doing activities and you'll do with me in the lab. ठीक है? फिर हम P3 में P2 में जो हमारे प्रोग्रामिंग क्वेश्चंस रह गए थे पास्ट पेपर्स के, then we'll start attempting all of those. उसके बाद जो उनसे टॉपिक्स आते हैं, then we'll see हमने कौन सा को बेहतर करना है। ठीक हो गया? अच्छा, मुझे बताओ, अभी तक तो आपको अपना कैंडिडेट नंबर तो नहीं मिला ना?
नहीं सर।
अभी नहीं मिला। ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है। चलो चलो, ओके बेटा, सी यू इंशाल्लाह फिजिकली इन स्कूल। ठीक है, राइट? अटेंडेंस तो मेरे ख्याल से कौन कौन आया है? सारे आए हैं। कौन ही है? वन सेकेंड, वन सेकेंड, वन सेकेंड। हु इज नॉट देयर? नूर इज नॉट देयर। नूर आई नहीं थी या शी लेफ्ट?
सर नहीं आई थी।
नहीं आई थी ना, नूर नहीं आई आज। चलो चलो, ठीक है। ओके बेटा, सी यू ऑन ट्यूसडे इंशाल्लाह। ओके
ओके सर,
ओके बेटा, अल्लाह हाफिज, अल्लाह हाफिज,
हाफिज।
अल्लाह हाफिज।